guys, welcome to a new video. This video will be explaining some of the recruitment processes the Waffen SS took. As you can see, I'm in a Feldherrnhalle tunic. I wore it recently, well not recently, a couple years ago now, but I wore it for an event. The reason why is because I feel like it's just giving you that kind of variation that you need. Because obviously most of the videos I've done previously are me wearing Waffen SS tunic, so this is just to kind of explore and show you the differences in uniforms. During the Second World War, the Waffen SS became one of the most feared fighting forces in the German military. But behind its notorious reputation was this highly structured and rigorous training system designed to forge soldiers into loyal to the Nazi regime. In this video, we'll take you through the journey of a Waffen SS recruit, from the moment they sign up to their first battle. Recruitment into the Waffen SS began early in the war, driven by the ever-growing need for manpower. While initially limited to the SS Originals ideological groups, by 1941, the Waffen SS opened the doors to all able-bodied men willing to fight for Nazi Germany. The SS brought men who embodied physical and mental strength, unwavering loyalty, and ideological purity.
At the recruitment office, the first impression was all about discipline and devotion. Recruits were met with heavy-handed rhetoric about the importance of the SS and its connection to the Nazi Party. The first step in the recruitment process was an interview, where applicants were assessed not only for their physical fitness, but also for their loyalty to Adolf Hitler and the ideals of National Socialism. Once accepted, recruits underwent a series of physical evaluations. The SS wanted soldiers who could withstand extreme stress and physical hardship. Medical exams determined the fitness of combat, and psychological assessments were used to screen for traits like aggression, resilience, and importantly, ideological alignment. Basic training for the Waffen SS was intense and unforgiving. Recruits were thrown into grueling physical exercise designed to push their bodies and minds to the limit, marching for miles with full gear. Obstacle courses and forced runs were just the beginning. Physical endurance was the key to surviving on the battlefield.
Discipline was the cornerstone of training. Drill instructors used harsh tactics to instill obedience and create an atmosphere of fear and respect. Any failure to meet the standards often resulted in severe punishment. The idea was to break down the individual, replace personal identity with that of a collective identity of the SS. Training wasn't just physical, recruits also underwent ideological instructions. Learning about the Nazi Party's goals, the role of the SS, and the enemy they would face. They were indoctrinated with the belief that they were part of an elite force destined to protect the world, and further the vision of the Third Reich. Ideological training was crucial. Recruits were taught to view themselves as part of a racial and ideological elite. They were conditioned to see their enemies, especially Jews, communists, and allies, as a threat to the future of the German people. Weapon training was another key component. Waffen SS alongside weapons training, recruits learned military tactics. The Waffen SS emphasized small unit tactics such as infiltration and rapid movement, After completing their training, soldiers were sent to the front lines. The Waffen SS, known for its elite combat units, often served in some of the most brutal and decisive battles of the war, whether in the brutal fighting of Leningrad, the sweeping movements in Normandy, or in the defense of Berlin. After completing their training, soldiers were sent to the front lines. The Waffen SS, known for its elite combat units, often served in some of the most brutal and decisive battles of the war, whether in the brutal fighting of Leningrad, the sweeping movements in Normandy, or in the defense of Berlin. Combat in the Waffen SS was intense, and brutality of the war quickly became apparent. Soldiers of the now fully trained faced the harsh reality of the battle, where survival depended not on just military skills, but also unwavering loyalty to their comrade and the Nazi regime. The unit's reputation for ruthlessness was cemented during these engagements. Combat in the Waffen SS was intense, and brutality of the war quickly became apparent. Soldiers of the now fully trained faced the harsh reality of the battle, where survival depended not on just military skills, but also unwavering loyalty to their comrade and the Nazi regime. The unit's reputation for ruthlessness was cemented during these engagements. But the price of this intensity was high. The loss of life in these battles was staggering, with many Waffen SS soldiers becoming casualties in the conflict. Yet despite the mounting losses, the SS leadership continued to demand loyalty, discipline and brutality from its soldiers, pushing them towards ever more dangerous missions. It is crucial to remember the Waffen SS was not just a military force. It was deeply tied to the political and ideological goals of the Nazi regime, including the execution of war crimes. While many soldiers were conscripted and motivated by a sense of duty, the organisation itself was complicit in some of the most horrific actions of the war. The legacy of the Waffen SS is one of brutality, blind loyalty and terror. While the training produced some of the most effective combat soldiers of the war, it also forged men who were part of a force that committed unspeakable atrocities. Understanding their training is a reminder of the dangers of ideological extremism and the need for historical awareness. I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in today, and it is getting close to Christmas, so hopefully you'll have an amazing Christmas with your loved ones. I shall be spending it with friends and family, so I'm very much happy about that. I just wanted to say a huge thank you. We've seen so much growth this year, and I hope to keep posting like I am now. I enjoy this. I love it to bits. It's good to have a little community with this channel, and it's just good to see that I've seen that growth, and we've now just hit 500 subscribers. We're a bit over that now as of recording this, but again, I can't say enough. Thank you so much, guys. If you want to leave a little comment just saying what kind of your favorite stories or memoirs are from a Waffen SS soldier is, then please do leave it. Going back, I've got the spicy cuff title. No, I'm joking. It's the Feldherrnhalle, which was previously an SA unit that turned into an army unit. I recently reenacted them in the Battle of Budapest, and how dire that situation was for them. It's a really interesting battle, and I think you should read up on it. I've got quite a good number of friends who like to recreate these guys. They do a fantastic job. Just a couple more things. As always, I'd like you to kind of jump on the Discord so we can get a bit of a community going on there, just so we can have a bit of a chat. You can ask me questions, I can ask you guys questions, and we can I just want to build a bigger community, get more people involved. Hopefully for people who have found me, this is a kind of glimpse into reenacting. Obviously this is a very German viewpoint-sided video, but I do wish to kind of expand onto the Allied, especially British kind of side of things. But enough of that. I hope you have an amazing Christmas once again, and I'll see you in the trenches.